Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video we will talk about how do you understand a large code base in an open source project basically. So in this video we'll also cover what are the things you need to do from first picking out a project that you want to work with till getting your first pull request merged. So all the entire thing, what you need to do before, let's say diving into the code base or trying to understand the code base, what to do if you get stuck somewhere, which is a question that I get asked quite a lot. Like, hey Kunal, I'm really having some trouble in understanding such a large code base. I'm really overwhelmed. So what do I do? So all these things we'll cover in this particular video. Right now, you may now have realized that Google Summer of Code is coming. So I just want to point out that the first thing to do in order to increase your chances in getting selected in Google Summer of Code is stop watching videos that say how to crack GSOC and how to earn this much stipend and have these many clickbaity titles on YouTube. Why? Because they are just going through the process of Google Summer of Code and the perks and everything that it has to offer, leaving out the open source spirit and how actually one contributes. So over here at Code for Cause, we are open source enthusiasts, and we focus on facts, the reality, and all the important things of getting you started with open source, including this video, because this is a question that I get asked quite a lot. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is the project I worked on during my Google Summer of Code period, and I'll be taking this as an example on how you can get started with the project. So first things first, if you don't know how to select a project, please watch the video we did on how to get started with open source. It's in the open source guidance playlist on our channel. So the first thing you do is you join the mailing list or whatever public channel the project and the organization has. Why? Because if you get any doubts while you're working with the project, since you are a new beginner in that project, you will be asking all your doubts over here in the public channel. So join this first. Second thing is, before actually doing a deep dive into the project code, first use the project, okay? Because if you don't know what the project does, you will find it really difficult to contribute. So another thing over here is you can go to the README or their website, whatever it might be, and you can see all the examples on how to actually use this project and how to basically set it up on your local system. So like forking it, cloning it, and running it on your local system, running all the tests and making sure everything is working correctly. Again, if you have any particular problems regarding some test cases are failing, you're not able to understand how this code is working or anything like that, the people at the mailing list will help you. Okay, there is no shortcut to this that you will watch some YouTube video that will grab your hand and explain each and every single line of code to you. No, that level of spoon feeding is not available over here. You have to work yourself, and the community is there to help you in case you get stuck somewhere. So if you ask me, hey Kunal, do you have any tutorial for this particular project where they explain each and every single line in these particular folders? No, that is not how it works. That level of spoon feeding, please stay away from that level of spoon feeding. Work hard. Now another example I want to give over here is, if you don't know about something, what is the only way to understand that particular code base? For example, let's say there's OpenShift. Okay, so you're trying to understand about this particular folder, let's say, or let's say you're working on a React project. For example, you're working on a front-end React project, and you're like, I am not able to understand this React code because I don't know React. So what is the solution for that? Is there a shortcut to that? No, the only solution is you have to learn React. So shortcuts के पीछे भागना बंद कर दो, मेहनत करनी शुरू कर दो, ये सारी वीडियोस देखना बंद कर दो यूट्यूब पे कि क्रैक करो 5 मिनट की अंदर ये सारी चीज़ें होती है ना, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Now the second thing is, open source is for everyone. Means even if you don't know coding, you can get started with open source. That is definitely true. So you can help out with the community part, you can help out with improving documentation, examples, so on and so forth. So there are so many things you can do if you're not a coder. Okay, and those are some really good places where you can actually start contributing as a beginner also. Now after that, I was talking about how do we actually understand the code base, which is the point of this video. So the first things first, you don't have to go and look into each and every single file. Okay, you don't have to do that. First thing you need to do regarding contributions is work on good first issues. Go to the issues tab, and over here you will find good first issues. There you go. So these are the good first issues. Like over here there's just one, but in many other this is actually a good example, because over here we only have one, right? So how do you actually find good first issues? You go to the mailing list I told you about and just put it on the mailing list on the public channel. Hey, I'm a beginner in this project. How do I, can you suggest me some beginner friendly issues to contribute to? After that, one more tip I can give you is look at the test cases. So tests are a really good way to understand the flow of the flow of the program. Okay, so how the entire project is working. And that was about it. After that, you just get started with beginner friendly issues, and then just keep on contributing, ask all the doubts on the mailing list, and that is how you step into the open source world and get your PR merged and get your doubts resolved and everything like that. So this is an example I gave you, like look into the test cases, and you don't have to understand the entire code base. Learn on the go, like learn about the project on the go, do a deep dive like on the go. So if you're probably like solving a beginner friendly issues, you don't really have to know the entire structure of the project. Learn on the go. I'm not saying it's not important, but as the complexity of the issues increase, as you have like little bit experience with the project, then you can do it. And that was it about this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and make sure you check out all the links in the description. If you want to connect with me, you can connect with me on Twitter. The links are in the description, and also make sure you follow Code for Cause. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.